Welcome back, family. Welcome to the Reiki Healing Community and Placing. Relax, be yourself, and be surrounded by those lots of energy. I am Jessica, so I'm a teacher doing a special healing practice session experience. It's all about aura cleansing, so there's gonna be all kinds of smoke and all kinds of stuff to be able to cleanse and let go. So if you feel like maybe somebody caught you off guard and hit you out of pocket, or you just felt some heaviness, you're like, you feel like, you know what, I don't know what it is, but I need it to go. This is the session for you. So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. This is a place where you heal, where you take care of yourself, where you take these moments to get to know yourself a little bit more. Each and every day, okay? So, welcome to all my new babies. And as a reward, you get a kiss. And welcome back to all my returning babies. Multiple kisses, you get as many kisses. Mama loves you. So let's go ahead and get started. We start our session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience, to bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, your permission to say a prayer. Okay, let's begin. We have your permission to touch you. Okay. Dear universe, all for the highest vibration of the soul, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Journey of the Lineage, tradition, lecture, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. Say all of this in the name of my hand. Shake, shake. Okay, so let's get some herbs to bring. Since y'all love that mugwort so much, let's bring it back. So, breathe that in. Into your energy. Good job. Good. Put that over you. Just bring that through, cleansing and clearing out everything that needs to be let go. and just breathe in there. You know, the aura can represent our boundaries. So it's important for us to have appropriate boundaries with the world, with life, with ourselves. So we want to cleanse out those boundaries and make them nice and strong. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. And this is cinnamon. Nice and strong. Nice and strong. Keep breathing through this. Good job. Good job. Good job. I'm gonna just put this all over your body. Good job. Good job. Just keep breathing this in. And just allow it to flow internally as well. And you can actually eat mugwort. It's one of those herbs like cinnamon that you can use in order to burn, as well as internal ingestion for other properties. I'm going to cleanse with an incense. We have a nice rose smell. And so this is going to bring in elements and an essence of beauty, of softness, of silk, of aroma. So the point is, even a hint of sweetness. So the point is that you bring that into you. A sense of beauty, softness, sweetness, silky texture. Just placing it all around your arm. Breathing in and out. And just let it go. Let me take care of you, babies. Let me take care of you today. And just let it go. Let all of it go. Let all of it go. So I'm going to place this on your crown, okay? Breathe in and out. Exhale. Now on your third eye. Breathe in and out. Exhale. Now to your throat. Breathe in and out. Exhale. To your heart. Breathe in and out. Exhale. To the solar plexus. Breathe in and out. Exhale. To sacral. Breathe in and out. Exhale. To the root. Breathe in and out. Exhale. So just allow them to flow where it needs to flow in your energy. In Reiki, which just represents life force, energies, intelligent, it goes where it needs to go. So as you're in this session, just let go. Just release. Just let it go. Let it remove from you. Let it flow somewhere else. Let it be some other thing, you know. Let it be. Let it be that. So, just thinking any leftover stuff. You know, you have a party, everybody had a good time, now you gotta go clean it up. You gotta clean up all the stuff. flowing? How's it flowing? Does it feel good? Okay, excellent. So I hope you feel lighter and you feel relieved. And maybe some of those pressures that were building up, as well as just the energy that needs to be let go in general, that it was able to be let go and to be freed from you, to send it on to somewhere else, because we don't have to spend our whole life having to deal with the same old bed, you know. Give yourself permission to change, to grow, to move, to let go. You know, sometimes you don't have to process everything that you went through to say, I don't want to hold on to it anymore. You know, I think sometimes if you've never gone deep before, it can be helpful to learn how to process things on a deep soul level. But sometimes people get addicted to the processing. Okay, and you can use the first link in the description box to sign up for that. Just take a deep breath in and out. That's my money dance. Make the money rain on me, universe. So if you're new to the community, we'll start the session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, man, that's you. Okay, I'm gonna place my hand right there on your heart, okay? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. I say. Okay. So I'm going to start by doing some cleansing, and then we'll do some Reiki symbols. So just breathing out here. Just breathe in and out here. Because we want to create the environment of growth, healing for you. Okay, come on. Breathe. Exhale. Breathe. Exhale. I'm going to go on with our examples. Now I'm just going to scan over your energy, your aura, and just see what's going on with the chakras, if everything is aligned, any other energetic systems, any messages that may come across. Okay. So I'm just gonna go and start to clean and cleanse your cleaning, cleansing. Exhale. Final breath, inhale. Exhale. Bonus breath, inhale. Exhale. Okay, how are you feeling? Just wanted to open you up just a little bit. And I'm just going to take a moment to bring in any messages. Because we are such a huge community, it'll be a collective message. Just breathe in and out and just open your heart. Open your heart to yourself, to your own possibilities. Okay. It's like cool water. You ever seen like Caribbean water? It's like cool water, like a drink, but it's a large body. It can be the ocean, doesn't necessarily have to be the ocean. But that's what's coming up. I'm gonna keep on going. So what's coming across is this cleansing. So this coming from this year going into next year, it'll feel like for you as you walk into next year that it is a cleansing that comes over you in a way of, when something is dirty, what do you put on it? You don't put dirty water on it, you put clean water on it. But this clean has an extra pigment, an extra color to it. It represents quenching your thirst, having the answer to questions of what are you going to be doing next? Where do you want to go? What is important for you to be focusing on right now? And as you walk through it, it's almost like, I don't know, it's not a waterfall, but it's like, imagine that there was this vertical wall of water, okay, and it was still water, just, and you walk through it, and you left the baggage of this year, past decades and cycles, and you just left it there, and you walked in, and you were feeling good, feeling refreshed. That's the energy that's around it. It can also represent spiritual qualities, esoteric qualities, energetic qualities. The transformation happens on the internal, which frees up your ability to work on the external. So that's what it's moving. It's giving like the waters of life within us all, finding stillness, finding balance, being able to go into that next chapter, that what I've been talking about, rebirth, or more appropriately new year. That's what it is. That's stillness. It's a calming, it's a soothing, okay, of the energy. So I'm just gonna go through the crown and just open it up. Open it up. Go to the throat and open it up. Open it up, open it up, open it up. placing my hand right there on your heart. Okay, I'm just gonna open that up. Now, to the solar plexus. Okay, good job. Sacrum. And root. Good job. Good job. Bring the energy back from the root. The sacrum, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and crown. Just take a couple moments. Breathe on your own. So checking in, how do you feel? What's coming up for you? Because sometimes when things come out, they have to come up to come out. And sometimes it's desires that we've had for a long time, and we remember, oh, this is what we should be doing. Other times it might be trauma or issues that we needed to work through and we're ready to let it go, but you feel it on its way out. You ever go somewhere and someone is just making a big scene and they're just bringing the energy down, and you might be standing next to the door, but when they're leaving, they walk next to you and you're like, it just feels like bad energy. That doesn't necessarily mean that something worse is happening to you, because they used to be far away. But when it comes near you and you don't like that feeling, it is only temporary, because it's about to walk its ass out the door, okay? And so those feelings within your energy, within your emotions of understanding that our feelings shift, they are only temporary, they change, okay? Like, for example, when you love something, when it annoys you, you still love it. You might feel like, oh, okay, I think you're working on a project, I gotta put this project down, I can't take it anymore, but you feel called to pick it back up again. All the way to the times where you're excited. If it's something that you don't like, that you don't want to do, it don't matter how great it may seem, you do not want to do it. You ain't gonna do it. It just lets you know that feelings are interesting, Like, for that last example of something that you don't want to do, someone else might be doing it and they might love it, and you're like, wow, I wish I loved that. And you try to open yourself up, and yet just don't care to the same level that they do, because maybe you can do it when it's good, but you can't do it when it's bad. So it lets you know that feelings, as I've talked about before, are the paints on the canvas of life. It's supposed to change colors, it's supposed to blend, it's supposed to look chaotic sometimes, it's supposed to look nice and neat sometimes. It's a whole combination of various experiences all at once. So let it come up to come out, Let it come up to come out. Just opening you up to the energy of energizing you for what you need. And release. Okay, so just open yourself up and just simply say what it is that you want. What do you want? So how are you going to get in? And what do you need the universe to provide for you on your way there? Excellent. It's okay if you know. It's okay if you don't know. It'll work itself out, okay? Okay, baby, so this is what we're gonna do. We are going to just smooth over your arm and seal you with the sign of the infinity and say, you did a great job. You did a fantabulous job. I hope you enjoyed this session today and you received healing and cleansing. And all of this is simply to say that our healing journey, which really is just our self-care journey, because consent matters to have your permission to say a prayer. Man, that's you. Okay, let's go. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Okay. So just relax. So just going to take that out. Take that away. 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 Take that out. And take that away. And take that away. Take that away. Take that away. Take that away. Shifting. 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 Okay. Take that out and take it away. Shifting. 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 Take it away. Release yourself from whatever is pushing you down. Lightening this energy. Releasing anything that is in the way. Letting it be. Letting it be. And letting it be. Moving through any kind of energy. Anything that makes it difficult to have movement, to move through Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Just relax. Just breathe that. Move. Just move. Releasing. Growing into accepting what you need. Just accepting that path. Moving through it. Releasing it. Letting it flow in the direction that you need to let it flow in. Just moving that. Centering it. And keeping it going. Keeping it going. Keeping it going. Moving it through the body. Moving it through the body. Moving it. Moving it through the body. And letting it release. Letting it release. Letting it flow. Letting it flow. Just working through pieces of everything. Working through pieces of everything. Working through pieces everything. Working through it. Working through it. Working through it. Working through it. Breathing there. Good job. 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 Okay. Just moving that through. And easing that for you. Just releasing the pressure. It happens through life. To let it go. You see, like a pressure cooker, a crock pot. Just release the pressure. Let that go. Release that. Release that. Smooth that out. Smooth that out. Work through that energy. Work through that energy. babies. I hope you enjoyed our session today. As always and as usual, you're so sweet, you're so lovely, so loving, and so very special. So, let me think. What's something encouraging to say? You can do anything. I've said this before. You can do anything, but you can't do everything. Meaning, there's not as much time as we think. We have all the dreams and aspirations and to-do lists and stuff, but at the end of the day, if we have so many more years, or not so many more years, it is important that you are doing something that is important for you, something that feeds you. And when you pursue those kinds of things, they come with ups and downs. But the most important thing is that you're doing something that feeds your soul. It just reminds you that there's so many things that go into our self-care journey and our self-care practice that it's important to carve out that time. Okay, so since you're new, you're going to be a part of my new babies. So welcome new babies, and for all of my returning babies, foreheads, kisses on the forehead, foreheads on the head, kisses on the forehead. Mama loves you. Let's go ahead and get started. So I'm going to get some stuff to cleanse, and just work through whatever comes up, okay? Yeah. So let's go ahead and get started. So, if you're new to the practice, it sounds like I'm saying protect, but I'm saying protect. So I'm trying to say, if you're new to the practice, blah, blah. We start our session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer. It's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, do I have your permission to say a prayer? Do I have your permission to touch you? Okay. Let me just do a little bit more cinnamon. Okay, let's get started. Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am, Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. So, let's go ahead and just start up here and just work through any energy coming up, okay? Work through anything coming up. Work through that. Work through that. So, it's the season of restarting. And there are some seasons when we close on up. So this is the end of that season of being closed. And there's nothing wrong with being closed from time to time. You do not have to be open all the time. Just like it would be impossible to be awake all the time. You got to go to sleep. Sometimes you gotta close and hibernate. Now it's actually really interesting because I'm saying that this is an opening and this is actually the season of hibernation. So think of it from the perspective of an energetic opening. Maybe you might be slowing down in other parts of your life, but energetically there is an openness here. Because I'm like, it's getting cold outside, so well, for some of us it's getting cold outside. For others it is not. So let's just do this. Now, I'm going to continue to do prayers during this session, and the intention is just to maintain that protection and just allow it to flow over you, okay? So sometimes I'm going to pause, say a prayer. Sometimes I say the prayers silently. Other times it's much more audible. But we'll see how this goes. And these ears have nothing to do with anything that I'm doing. They just look cute. So I said I'm going to put them on. So just... Now let me have your hands. Just your lap, put them up like that. You just take your hands, put them in your lap like this. I'm going to place my hands on top of them and just take a moment to feel the warmth of my hands. Okay? On top of your hands. And we're going to say a prayer. Universe, open them up and give them the infinite amount of wisdom, understanding, peace, patience, hope, happiness, healing, health. Allow them to see everything that they need to see. Allow them to be free from anything that is holding them back or limiting them. Give them all that they need in this moment and release them from any excess that they do not need. Allow them to let go of other people's dreams and hold on to their own. Allow them to connect with their life purpose and walk in their own light. Allow them to be inspired by their own gifts first. I say all of this in the name of I am. Okay. So let's get into the front of the path. So here's the thing. There is no way to go on this path and just have everything resolved beforehand. A part of the path is going on the path and working out whatever comes up. So just because in the past you may have had a different experience and some of those experiences may have been tough, does not mean you are not equipped for this new leg of the journey. So, opening up your path in front. Let's just bless it. So, allow your feet to be firmly planted. You can also place your hands down as a way to represent that being firmly planted. Now we're going to bless your path. Universe, open up this path of light. Allow them to know exactly where to go. Allow there to be protection from coming from all angles. Allow them, most importantly, to believe and trust in themselves. Allow any obstacle that shows up to have an equal solution or option or opportunity to remove them from that challenge. Allow them to breathe in the life of this life. Allow them to breathe in the light of this life. Allow them to see everything that they need to see and enjoy the journey. Ashe. deep breath. Inhale. All that they need and made available, invisible. Now go right here. Bring that all the way down. Go right here. Bring it all the way down. Go right here. Bring it all the way down. Go right here. Bring it all the way down. Okay. Inhale. Exhale. Release. Let your heart open to what you need and just receive what you need and let go of what you don't, because we can't take on nobody else's stuff and we cannot expect others to take on our stuff. We just gonna have our own stuff. So, if you would like to join that, head on over to Patreon. You can use the first link in the description to join that. And I'm so excited. We are getting started. Our kickoff session is going to be November 6th. November 6th. Sunday, November 6th. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. Welcome everybody. If you're new to this session, you are now one of my babies. And so the perks of being one of my babies is you get forehead kisses. But you know, returning babies get even more. It's like 3 more forehead kisses on the 4 noggins. That's the new thing now. So this session that is all about rebirth and bringing energy in and allowing it to flow through your life, flow through this chapter, flow through your energy. So we start our session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and to bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your own permission to say a prayer. May I touch you, or may I hold your hand? Okay, your hand. I'm gonna put my hand down. I'm gonna place. Okay. We do one of those. Take a deep breath. Exhale. Let's get started, okay? Dear universe, and all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our eyes, self-validate information for our eyes good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Ashe. 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 Okay, cleanse. Let's cleanse. With some cinnamon. So just keep breathing here and start thinking about your next chapter. Think about some things that give you life. Think about the next iteration of you. Who are you becoming? Who are you showing up as each and every day? Who are you working to grow into? We're all growing into someone, something new. And release that. Release with the cinnamon. Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. Release it. Let it move on. Just inhale and exhale. And your crown, third eye, throat, heart, solar plexus, sacral, root, down all the way from the root, sacral, solar plexus, heart, throat, third eye, and and ground to the energy around, above, and all of those other things. Just find movement here and feel the heat of change getting started, moving forward, enjoying life, the heat of existence, the heat of understanding, the heat of removing any excess baggage. Because I know sometimes we all can carry too much excess baggage that we're bringing into the space. Sometimes it's simply not being able to let go of past pain that just needs to be removed. You know the answers. It's just you gotta organize the feelings. Sometimes it might feel like your life feels like a mess or messy or disorganized, when it's probably not even that. It's probably just the feelings. Just having those feelings make all the difference. Okay. Good job. You know, it's hard to accept sometimes that the limitation may not be external, it might just be a self-limitation. Self-sabotage, low self-esteem, low self-worth, or sometimes you just forget your purpose. It happens all the time. You feel as though you need to reconnect to old things, or you no longer feel that way about old things and you're ready to connect like you used to, but to something new. And so it's coming. It's coming. It's coming. It's coming if you let it go. If you let it show up. If you let it be. Pull that energy in. Pull that energy in. Pull that energy in. towards it. Invite the feeling of self-sabotage, or for some reason it's gonna work for somebody else but you. And if it's in your heart, it's there for a reason. So let's just move that down. And place it in front of you. 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 Place that energy right in front of you. Just moving through that. Good job. Good job. Keep that movement going. Allow that energy to flow. And rebirth, renew, reset, rebirth, renew, reset, rebirth, renew, reset, rebirth, renew, reset. Just rebirth, renew, reset. Okay, breathe in and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. Let it go. 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 Okay, good job. Just work through that. Shifting the energy in the way that you need it. Shifting the energy in the way that you need it. shifting that. Shifting that energy. Just working through that. Good job. Working through that. Working through that. Working through that. Working through that. Good job. Good job. Good job. Just move through that energy. Inhaling and exhaling. Done. Well, babies, how do you feel? Take a deep breath in. Exhale. Let it go. Send it on to its next evolutionary path. Send it somewhere else where it can't impact you, can't bother you, can't take up your time or your space, baby. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go somewhere else to grow. Why wouldn't that be a nice touch? To let things go somewhere else to grow. To have a unique feeling and a unique approach to this next chapter. Returning babies, so if you're returning babies, something's for you, some kisses. Kisses on the noggin. If you're returning, Mama loves you. So let's go ahead and get started today. We start the session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer. It's a prayer to root us in our individual experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. So it is a spiritual prayer. So it's really important for you to know the difference between the two. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, man, that's you. Okay. in on the forehead noggin. It's gonna be the new thing, the noggins. I'm gonna make that a new level in the membership, the noggins. Yeah, the noggins. I don't know. The noggins. It is come with a groove. Come with a groove. Come with a groove. Okay, my bad. So I hand on the forehead noggin. Hand underneath. Okay. Hand hard. Let's get started. Dear universe and all for the highest vibration of good only. Please allow us to validate information for our highest good only. And connect to our highest self only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am. Okay. So, let's start with some protection over you. And when it comes to protection, what we're doing here is we're clearing the path. We're clearing the weeds in front of you, the tall grass in front of you. Because sometimes when we're on our journey and we have no clue where we're going, it's not because there's not a path in front of us. We just can't see with all these overgrown plants. So I'm gonna get some cinnamon going as well too, because we're gonna smoke it out. And as we're clearing this out, I want you to think about it like this. We're clearing this energy out, we're smoking it out while we're moving it. But you also need to feel motivated to go forward, right? We can clear the path out, but you might be like, I think I'm gonna stay standing still. No, let's just shift your energy. Herbs, especially cleansing herbs, smoke herbs, it's all about just shifting your energy. You know what? I'm actually gonna give you something real strong, because I want to just an immediate energy shift. So I'm gonna use some mugwort. So mugwort is used in moxibustion, and it's burned. But the variations of the species of mugwort can be found in Europe, can be found in various parts of Asia, because we can see this in traditional Chinese medicine, and we can also see it in Ayurvedic medicine, as well as different places around the world. And so this is a healing herb that we can bring into it, and we're going to cleanse out, okay? I actually have a torch. Okay, I just need a little bit. Beautiful. So, get this going and flowing. The benefit of long nails. So take that on. This right here is going to instantly shift you. You can see it right there. Just gonna remove things from the past. It's gonna bring things clear in the future, and just to heal you. Get this going a little bit more. Okay. Just work through that. Work through that. Again, no right or wrong way. Just work through this. And it's powerful, powerful herb and cleansing medicine. Again, it's a fun project of mine to not only identify the herbs, but see where they're used for and where they came from. Because it explains a lot with the power. It explains a lot with the power that they hold. And that collective energy of how they were used. Okay? So, and so other uses for this, besides the moxibustion, would be it is consumed. So in Ayurveda, it is consumed. And it's for a myriad of hormonal problems, as well as anxiety in children. So children with ADD and things like that. Instead of using the strong medications, this is prescribed for that. And the way that you can learn more about this is just go to Google Scholar and just put in mugwort and start to read some of those journal articles. Get that last bit of stuff. So I'm gonna tell y'all, when it comes to herbs, I don't usually just look at regular websites. I'm at the point now where I only look at textbooks in Google Scholar or journal articles and things like that, because it's really important to understand how these things impact us on multiple levels, and that due diligence that comes from the research community, I think, is really important in our healing journey, so that we can kind of clamp down on misinformation. So now, how do you feel? Because that thing is no joke. How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? How do you feel? Let you be protected. Let you be guided. Let you be loved. Let you see the path you want to go on. Let you be protected. Let you be guided. Let you be loved. Let you see the path you need to go on. Let you be protected, guided, loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, loved, and see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. And see go on. Protected, guided, loved. See the path you need to go. Protected, guided, loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, loved. And see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. See the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. And see the path you need to go on. Protected, guided, and loved. And see the path you need to go on. Someone told me in the comments that I wasn't allowed to not smile, that being a part of the process was not smiling. You know, so I have to smile while I'm doing it, so in honor of them, I'm going to frown. Move that out. How do you feel? You got me out here working up a sweat. How do you feel? What's going on? How do you feel in this moment? What do you need? What actions are you going to do? You're going to take in the future. And release. Universe, protect them. Make sure they have all that they need in this path, and allow them to have the protection, the healing, the wealth, the good health in their life. Allow them to go forward and have what they need to see the beautiful light and path in front of them. I say all of this in the name of I Am Ashe. Ashe. Well, family, we had an excellent session today. And again, if there are times where you feel alone, you feel vulnerable, watch the video over again. You watch it as many times as you need to watch it to change your energy, especially with that mugwort. That is a powerful, powerful herb that we used both in cleansing and medicinal purposes. So that will definitely, I'm telling you, definitely shift that energy of what's going on. So if you need extra help, you can always book a session with me. We do have an opening, so for the next 2 weeks there are 2 positions that are open: the SEO virtual assistant and the audio video editor. And so if you would like to apply for that, just email me at reikihealinghope@gmail.com to learn more about that. Okay, and then finally, I'm going to say that I'm really excited about the upcoming month. The upcoming month is going to be called Rebirth, and so I'm going to be putting more about this on Patreon and probably a small video in the main community. And so it's going to mostly, the initiative we're going to take is going to really be happening on Patreon. We're going to have a 2-month healing plan. We're going to do some cleansing, so that's going to be some nutritional aspect of things that we will be taking in our bodies, as well as a cleansing. So we're going to be meeting on a weekly basis for those 2 months on a Sunday, probably in the morning or the evening EST for me. And we're going to get through what we need to leave in this year so that we can move on and have a really prosperous 2023, okay? And so go ahead and sign up for the Patreon community. I'm going to be posting something about that on the community soon. So that's where we're going to do that work. The videos here in the main community will still hold up to that rebirth energy. But to be in the group, we're going to be doing that on the Patreon community. And sometimes people don't go on Patreon because they're intimidated to think that it is some crazy price. No, it's only $3 a month. So this is a total of $6 for you if you count it from, the months. And however you, or whenever you sign up. So just keep that in mind, and this is a great way to be in collective and just to be accountable to your practice and to go into this new year feeling a new level of wellness and happiness. So if no one has said it, let me go ahead and say it. I love you, but love yourself more. Take care of yourself more. Have more compassion for yourself. Have more understanding for yourself. Routine where you take care of yourself. You do what you gotta do when you need to do what you're doing. And take care of yourself on a daily basis. You know me, I take the weekends off so I can, live my life. But even on the weekends, just doing what you need to do for your daily self-care practice only has to be 5-10 minutes a day. So if you're new to the community, you are now a part of the family. You are now one of my babies. And for all of my returning babies, there's a special treat for when you come back. You get some kisses right there on your forehead, right there on your forenoggin. So we start the session off with a prayer. It is not a religious prayer. It is just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. To have your permission to touch you. one hand on your head and one hand on your heart. Take a deep breath. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. Move and shift that energy within. Release. Okay. Dear universe, and offer the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out through us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I Am Ashe. Especially when it comes to this new moon energy, what does a new moon tell us? It tells us that we are starting, we are initiating, we are beginning. If it is in Scorpio, that means we are healing deep-seated wounds, okay? So that's going to be a little bit uncomfortable feeling because Scorpio does not judge the way the healing process happens. Scorpio doesn't look at the healing process and say, oh, let me make it aesthetically pleasing. Let me make it look cute. Let me make it seem like I got everything going together outside of me and inside of me. I'm just in deep pain. That's not what it is. Scorpio is saying, at this moment, allow me to be vulnerable. Allow me to be honest. Allow me to be open about my pain. And as my wounds are showing, I'm going to tend to them. I'm going to take care of them. But you see what I'm working with right now. They will heal. But I cannot hide and pretend like everything is okay when it is not. And so that impacts people on different levels. It might be some big stuff. Or it might be some small habits that need to shift. How do you approach life? How do you change things up? And understand when you heal, when you break these big energetic cycles, some people are not ready to be healed because not everyone is ready to let go of the cycle they're in. What do I mean by that? Not everybody is ready to heal. Because when you heal, you have to let go of that toxic marriage, the toxic relationship, meaning y'all ain't got no business interacting with each other at this moment. You have to get rid of those codependent friendships, relationships, family dynamics that are not working. You have to remove yourself from working environments that do not support your creativity or make you feel worthy. That's big stuff. A lot of times people will be going through something and what they want is they want someone to just let them unload some of the pressure so they can go about their everyday life and not make any changes. And so this new moon in Scorpio is giving you an option. Do you want to go through it so you can heal? Or do you just want to put a bunch of band-aids on? Because if you got a big enough wound, there's no amount of band-aids that can stop that can heal that. You gotta clean it out, you gotta suture it up, and you gotta do what you gotta do. You gotta go through that rehabilitation process. So if you're ready to heal, if you're ready to move on, if you're ready to be vulnerable with yourself, okay? With yourself, healing the heart, healing the body, healing the mind, healing the soul, healing the energy. If you're ready for all of that, then let's get some work done. If you're not ready, go ahead and hop on another video. And I'm serious, I'm not just saying that. It's, you're not gonna have some shifts in your life and then come back and blame me. Because now the universe has removed some toxic energy from you, but you weren't ready to stand up and release that codependency. You're not gonna blame me, baby. That you're not gonna do. But for those who are ready, you're protected. The The universe has your back. The universe loves you. The universe supports you. The universe cares for you. And whatever you consider the divine, whether that is God, source, universe, energy, whatever language you want to use, I tell you this, that's your business. I am not invested in your belief system. All I care about is creating a community space where we all can flourish as we are on our different paths. So whatever you need to call this energy, you call that energy that. And you simply say, cleanse me. Let this rain, water of life, cleanse over my energy. Allow it to remove all of that toxic baggage. Allow it to remove everything known and unknown inside of me that can no longer take up space. Allow it to be far, far, far away from my path, my future. My path, my future, my path, my future. See the protection. See yourself protecting yourself. See yourself loving yourself. See yourself being whole with yourself. See yourself listening. Listen. Listen. Listen to your intuition. Because that intuition was screaming to tell you don't do something, and you turn around and did it. That intuition was saying this is a no, and then you convince yourself, well, maybe. Listen. Exhale and remove that out your life. Take it away. Send it somewhere else. If someone is not loving you right, send that energy on somewhere else and send them on there too. If you do not feel like you are in the career path that you need to be in, send the energetic experience, the energetic cycle you're in right now, send it on somewhere else. If you need some family healing and these dynamics need to be cleared, send that somewhere else. And you have to forgive. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. You have to forgive. Forgiving doesn't mean you let down your boundaries and let people who hurt you back in your life. Forgiving is saying, you did the best you could. I did the best I could. You have shown me that these dynamics are not what I would like in this life. But I forgive you. Forgive me. You don't even gotta say that to someone. It doesn't have to be something that is external. Make it internal. Let it go. Stop sipping that poison of resentment and then upset that you're hurt and the rest of the world is not, or the people that hurt you are not. They are over here just two-stepping into their breakfast sandwich. I don't know. Sweetness, you gotta do this. And so when I start talking about Scorpio things, you can definitely feel that passion. My first house is in Scorpio. I have Pluto in Scorpio. So when it comes to choosing you and fighting for you and getting up each and every day and saying, I'm worth it to be alive. I'm worth it to be living this life. I do not take it lightly. So I cannot enable you. I cannot say, oh, it's going to be okay, and send you back into a toxic environment. We're doing this work as a collective to free. We're doing this work as a collective to end these energetic cycles. And so if you're here, that means, if you're here, that means you're ready to do this work. And you're ready to work through that. With no judgment. With no judgment, no judgment, no judgment, no judgment. So as you're listening, you can also be doing your intuitive work, card pulls, prayers, chants, walking, dreaming, doing something you're passionate about as a way to, behind the scenes, just clear it out, okay? Move that through. And it's hard work. And so think about it like this. It is uncomfortable in the moment where you face a fear or you change a energetic pattern or system. It's uncomfortable in the moment. But if you do it long enough, you'll be able to reprogram yourself to a new pattern. And the goal is to create a better pattern. But if you reinforce over and over and over and over again in your life, oh, I'm too afraid to step over there and work through that, your fear of doing something will be bigger and more uncomfortable than actually having to do it. Because we've reinforced the pattern. I'm too afraid, I'm too afraid, I'm too afraid, I'm too afraid. Face that. Because what you realize is that that is not fear, that is fierce. That is not fear, that is fire. Walk through it, get to the other side, turn around and see who you really were, who you really are. Even if you were unable to see it at that time, feel in your heart, have faith. Have faith in whatever it is you need to have faith in. But trust in yourself to walk forward, walk forward, walk forward. Work through it. Sweetness, it is not easy work, okay? It's going to be hard work. But with that being said, let it be what it is. 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 Okay, so I'm going to cleanse. I'm gonna just light some herbs, a medley of herbs. I'm going to do cinnamon, I'm going to do sage, and I'm going to do Palo Santo. And they all have their different meanings. But we need a combination of grounding. And yeah, I'm going to bring that in. Recently, I've started to incorporate the sage and the Palo Santo back into my practice because I, like all of us in here, am on my journey. And so I've really been able to sit and learn more about my heritage, ancestors, and culture. And so this is the part where I cleanse you, but I get to tell you some of the exciting stuff. And I like to tell you so you know that when you're rediscovering yourself, you're remembering who you are, you remember your connections. It is okay to use the tools you have available to you. So what I learned was, as you all know, I am Korean and I'm African American. And so I've had this experience of being an African American person in the US. And in going and doing this beautiful genealogy project that I've been working on with my family, I started to research more of our ancestral connections, rights. And one of the stories that I came across was when those who were trafficked and brought here, and they came with their traditions and their cultures, but they no longer had their plant medicine. They then used and connected with the indigenous botanical medicine and plant knowledge of the indigenous people of the US. And so, or of this area. And the amazing thing about it is how many species were alive and well, you know, in the world in different variations. But also when those two cultures came together in a deep sense of feeling as they were being ripped away from their equilibrium, and they saw the suffering in each other, but yet they understood the power within their own self, the power within their own ancestor and legacy. They adopted, you just adapt when you can. And so that is actually why I have re-entered Palo Santo in Sage. Back into the practice. Now, I'm going to do a video. I talked about this a little bit on Patreon about the difference between your ancestral cultures, your societal culture, and affinity cultures. And I think it's really important that we get right with our ancestral cultures before we go into affinity cultures. And sometimes a lot of us, like during this healing process, we do not even know who we are. We don't even know who we are. There might be fear, there might be shame, and we might want to run off into the fantasy of something else. When we just got to connect with who we are and just do that internal healing, do that family healing, do that lineage healing, and don't place judgment. Don't place judgment, and release. Don't place judgment and release. And we're all in this together. When I connect to my ancestry and you connect to your ancestry, we're stronger because we know who we are. Because we know what is inside of us. We do the work, we clear and we cleanse out some of those generational things. But we're better off. We take ownership and responsibility for the lineage collective experience we're having. And on an energetic level, not defined by our human needs and societal norms. We are all just doing the best we can. So know who you are. Work on healing. If you have some shame through your family, work on healing that. If you have feeling of some hurt in the family, work on that. If you have some feeling of pride in the family, bring that in. For most people, it's a combination of all of these things. But remember, now, bring this down. Bring this down. Bring this down. Bring this down. And work through it. Just put that cool salve, that cool healing balm on it and work through it. Don't judge it, just work through it. Sometimes we come into this life with some mess that's not even ours. It's coming from the family. But yet it's our responsibility to work through it. Yeah, sucks, but look, what you do now impacts those in the future. So we need to care enough about that to want to make that shift so that those in the future don't have to deal with what you're dealing with now. Care enough to do that. Care enough to work on yourself. Care enough to be compassionate during the process. Care enough about yourself to just be peaceful. To not place any judgment. To remember who you are. To remember you are loved. To remember you are part of a collective energy, collective community, and collective family. We are all healing. We're healing on an individual level, a family level, a societal level, a soul level, a collective level. We are all healing. So let's just do our own part by working with ourselves, healing through these things. Healing through this. We are all working, myself included, working through. And you know, with me, I'm the wrong place if you want to escape. I'm very action oriented. We shift in today. We're letting things go today. I cannot enable a long-term hurt. So let it go. Believe in your dreams again. Believe in the love and the beauty of our connectedness to each other. Believe in whatever it is that you feel like you were connected to before. When it comes to your thoughts of that people will do good in the world, or that everything will work out, those kinds of things. I'm not necessarily talking about religious things, I'm just talking about these big things. Reconnect to it. Remind yourself of who you are. Remind yourself of what is important to you. Remind yourself of what's happening. Remind yourself, remind yourself, remind yourself. Remind yourself, remind yourself, remind yourself. Remind yourself, remind yourself, remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself, remind yourself, remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself. Remind yourself who you are. Step up. Step up to the plate. Step up to the plate. Have your healing. Have your needs. Have your understanding. Have your ancestry. Have your peace. Have your sense of community, collectiveness. You are not alone. Not alone. You're not alone. You're not alone. You're loved. You're loved on. You are needed. You are living out a purpose. And it's going to get you to where you need to go. It's going to get you to where you need to go. You just have to have enough fight in you to fight for yourself. You just have to have enough fight in you to fight for yourself. You just have to have enough fight in you to fight for yourself. You just have to have enough fight in you to fight for yourself, fight for your healing, fight for your progress, fight for your purpose, fight for your future, fight for where you're going. And let go of the outcome. Don't try to micromanage the outcome. Let it go. 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 this moment and release and let it go. If you ever feel like you're having a situation where just a lot is bubbling up to the surface, rewatch this and watch it as many times as you need to and let it go. Work through that. Remove that. Send that on. Send it somewhere else. Send it to a place in an area that no longer enables you to live the life that you no longer need to live. Let it go. So let's just seal you up, okay? Seal you up. Seal you up. Seal you up and send you on. You're great. You're lovely. You're wonderful now. But this stuff is homework. You have to show up every day. Okay? You can't just do it once in a while and look for something outside of you to make progress for what you need that's inside of you, okay? Show up. I'll hold these spaces nightly so that you have a nice reminder to show up. But show up for yourself. Because there's all of these things that you need to do that will come to be the more that you connect in with yourself and with all of those energies that support you along the journey. So I'm actually really excited because, baby, we got a new month coming up, or a new duo months. I've been enjoying these duo months, and that thing gonna be big. It's gonna be a big one. It's gonna be real big on Patreon too. And I'm just gonna give you a little teaser right now. It is all about rebirth. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to be doing a 2-month cleanse on Patreon. It's going to be starting on November 1st. And I'm going to put some information on Patreon soon. And what it's going to include is it's going to include a nutritional part of it, making sure that we're getting certain healing foods in ourselves. It's going to consist of a weekly meeting. I'm probably going to be all over the weekend just to balance out the energy. And we're going to have a group collective plan, so the healing plans that clients go through and things like that, especially those who are kind of working through different processes, we're going to come into that as a group. And so you can bring your own individual initiatives into it. You can connect and collect with the collective this beautiful energy around us. But all of that, we're going to be working through stuff, okay? We're going to be removing stuff. We're going to be shifting stuff. And that 2 months will be enough time. Because as you start the new year, you're going to feel like, okay, I'm ready. We're going to be clearing out a lot of stuff. And the most important thing about it is it's routine. You can't think you're going to start something great and just give yourself a week to prepare. If you give yourself 2 months to prepare, you can take this next chapter and take it somewhere else, okay? So we're going to be doing that. So I'm going to put more information up in a little bit. And as you know, you can book a healing session with me if you need to. And currently we are hiring. I'm going to keep that job post up for the 2 positions for about 2 weeks. And those 2 positions are an SEO virtual assistant as well as an audio video editor. And so you can email me reikihealinghope@gmail.com. The email is reikihealinghope@gmail.com. If you would like to express interest, again, it's October 25th, so I'm only going to keep it open for 2 weeks. And in that time, I'm going to be making a decision. So thank you for allowing me to facilitate this space. Continue to take care of yourself, heal yourself, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow where we gonna do some more work too. Okay, sweetness, well, I love you, but love yourself. The seasons are changing, so let's just go ahead and be in this moment, okay? So if you're new to the community, welcome, babies. This is your nightly self-care routine. It is a place where you heal, you take care of yourself, you do whatever you need to do during this time, okay? So if you're new, welcome. And if you're returning, welcome, babies. Mama loves you. Kisses on your forehead. Let's begin this healing journey. So this is all about self-care. Everything that has to do with healing is about taking on the responsibility of taking care of ourselves and prioritizing our own healing and our health in whatever way that pops up in our life. So all these sessions are about that. So today we're going to work through that change of the season and the feeling of moving on, moving forward, moving to whatever. So it's that feeling and that sensation of moving past this point. If you've ever been stuck somewhere or time is kind of moving slower in one area, just moving past that point. So that's what we're going to work on today. So if you're new to the community, we start the session off with a prayer. It's not a religious prayer, it's just a prayer to root us in our individual healing experience and bring us together as a community and as a collective. And because consent matters, to have your permission to say a prayer. Okay, let's begin, okay? If that's you. Okay. Inhale, exhale. Let's go. Dear universe, in all for the highest vibrational good only, please connect us to our highest self and allow us to validate information for our highest good only. Please allow us to release what we need to let go and embrace what allows us to grow. Let our journey encompass the lineages, traditions, religions, and spiritual paths that bring light out to us to share with others. I say all of this in the name of I am Ashe. Ashe, okay. So moving on, you gotta be able to move on from things to not feel like you're going to be stuck somewhere or to sometimes make a decision, because I think half the battle sometimes is just choosing to make a decision. Choosing to make a decision is like you have a lot of options, but you have the power to decide what direction you're going to be going in. And that's a lot of power, especially if you're used to life just happening to you. Here it is, you get to choose what you want. So sometimes you might feel like, oh, I don't want to choose wrong, or you might be called to do numerous things at one time. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Don't worry about any of that. Just focus on your goal, your dream, and be ready to change you. We all grow, we all evolve, we all shift in a new direction. So be open to changing you. Have your heart be open to moving forward. Allow your senses to expand in the directions that you need. Allow all that to be. All that to be. All that to be. And surrender to what you need. And hold the space. Hold the space, hold the space, hold the space, hold the space, hold space. Hold the 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 space. Just move through that. Just work through that and open up the new seasons. Open up the new you. There's so many things that are kind of exciting for the next chapter. There's so many things that you can focus on. There's so many directions to go in. Isn't that kind of exciting? Isn't that kind of cool? If you get to a lucky point in your life where you get to start to make those decisions, as opposed to you just feel like, okay, here's one issue and another issue and another issue, but just walking into a new chapter like, damn, you can define the next 10 years of your life, and that's in your hands and your control. And if you spend a life not having that control to get that control, it's like, what do you do with that? And I think what you do with it is whatever you want to do with it, and that's the cool thing. When the seasons start to change, it reminds us that everything shifts. And of course, not everywhere in the world will the seasons change, but we like to use it as a metaphor of the transformation. For example, when you're growing something, it's a seed and it sprouts and then it flowers, it blooms, and then it drops its fruit and then it starts all over again. So even if the season doesn't change, that thing will happen, that cycle will happen, and that's how life is. Can you really imagine how life would be if you made a decision to say, whatever I want, I'm going to get myself to a position where I can make it happen, or I have enough control where it just naturally fits into my life? Isn't that's cool? That's really, really cool. That's really exciting. That's really fun. And that's in front of most people. Doesn't mean that you have all your money issues solved. Doesn't mean that you have all your health issues solved. But at the end of the day, if you have that power to define within your life how you want to spend your time and what you want to do, that shifts your soul, that changes you, that gives you another level of understanding, reflection, and peace. And I think there's a beauty to that. There's a peacefulness. Okay, you ever look for the answer outside of yourself, and then when you're younger, you can find that answer, and it helps to shape you of what you feel like is important. But the older you get, the more it's like the answer's not outside, the answer's inside. You have all the answers, and when you see people outside of you validate a certain answer, you're like, well, you already knew that. You already knew that. So it lets you know that the answers are already there, already available, already within yourself, within your heart, within your soul, within your spirit. And that's just powerful work, powerful energy, a powerful moment, a powerful shift, a powerful season. All kinds of powerful things. Yeah, well, let me know in the comments what you're ready for. What seasonal shift are you ready for? What movement are you ready for? What cycle are you ready for to shift? What? Fill in the blank. I'm ready for a new season of in new places and things like that, because I feel like, I don't know, just that's the way to my happiness. And something always comes up, like maybe you can only do things on the weekend, or like money, you can't go out and just spend all your money on food. And that's the thing that I noticed with my budgets. I spend all my money on eating, but at the end of the day, I enjoy the entire experience of food. So I feel like my move and my shift forward is prioritizing trying these new foods, trying these new restaurants, trying these new experiences, and trying the whole experience of something. Because I think the best way to learn another culture, or to have respect and reverence for a culture, is to begin to understand the origins of their food, begin to understand why it was important, understand how these flavors were created out of necessity, and then infused in families through love and caring and nurturing, as well as survival and all kinds of stories that are related to some of the yummiest of things that we have. So that's my moving on. Of course, your moving on could be like you find somebody, or you get a different job, or blah blah blah. My shit is gonna be about food. My ambition is shifting. It's like, how can I enjoy the things that I already enjoy in life, but to that next level? How can I wouldn't say maintain happiness. How can I accept what I love, what brings me happiness, what brings me a sense of fulfillment, and how can I reinforce things that are like that in my life? And I'm one of those people that feel like I don't think it's normal to never have stress. I don't think it's normal to always be happy. I don't think it's normal to always be stressed out. I don't think it's normal to, in that same kind of tone, to feel like nothing's happening in your life, or there's so many changes. I think that everything is almost like a nice steady pace of different experiences, different cycles, different thoughts. Sometimes it slows, sometimes it goes backwards, sometimes it goes fast, goes slow. But I feel like that's kind of what the experience of life is, trying to verbalize this, thing that we are experiencing. Is not easy, but living it, just breathing into each moment every day, I think that that's the most important thing. So I say all of that to say, be in the moment with yourself, be in the moment with your season. Love the life that you have, love the life that you are creating. Just have that love, and let the love ooze from every part of your life, from your relationships, romantic, family, friends, just all types of people you surround yourself with. Let it ooze from that kind of energy that you vibrate to, as well as the things that you're passionate about. And don't get me wrong, I've already convinced myself that laziness is a human quality that is that we evolved to have through great survival. Because think about it. Like, if given the choice, is the body going to overwork itself? No. So if I feel like I'm being lazy, I simply just say that this is a wonderful evolutionary trait that I seem to have. This is great. I'll get up in a couple of minutes, but I'm going to stay doing what I'm doing, whatever it is I'm doing in that moment. But yeah, just being easy on yourself, like, things still happen, tough things will still happen, but if you're here in this moment at this time, you're gonna figure it out. You always figure it out, even in moments of feeling anxiety or feeling fear that might be irrational. You were able to get over it before, so you're gonna be able to get over it. All of these things are going to shift and they're going to change. But the most important thing is the environment you keep internally and externally. You can't talk to yourself crazy. You cannot be mean to yourself. You cannot be not compassionate with yourself. You cannot be in a situation where you're not just being patient and loving and nurturing towards yourself. And you cannot afford to surround yourself by people who are the same way, or situations and circumstances that are the same way. And it'd be scary to take some leaps and to move on. See, tie this back into what we were talking about. It might be scary to take some leaps and to move on, but it's okay. I promise you, if you move forward in a direction that has better mental health support, better self-care, a better financial outlook, better balance in your life, you're going to feel like you have more power over your life than if you're not in that. I don't care how much you love somebody, if you know that the dynamics don't work, you know that it is not ideal for what you're looking for, and you know for certain that trying to work it out is not going to work, take that leap of faith and move on. And that counts for anybody in your life. Sometimes people meet you on the other side, and sometimes new people meet you on the other side. And don't cut yourself short, okay? But if you feel like you are leaving a family, there will be other people who step in and act like family. If you feel like you're leaving friends, there will be more friends to have. You feel like you're leaving a creative environment, there's going to be multiple creative environments to have. So many opportunities. No need to stand still. Nice little energetic shove to get you in the direction that best suits you and best fits you. Well, babies, I hope you enjoyed this session today. I really felt like noticing when you eat some fruit, noticing the sweetness, or you eat something savory, noticing the brininess, just being in this moment to enjoy life instead of just being on autopilot. I think that's what life is about. Again, regular shit gonna go down. That's cool. I mean, it's not cool when, it's not working out the way you want to, but at the end of the day, it's going to move past that. And you're going to be in balance. So the decisions that you're able to make during the times that are uncomfortable really create the foundation to enjoy life during the times where you are comfortable. So just remember that you do not have to respond. Make permanent decisions for temporary situations. Just work with life. Well, babies, I hope you enjoyed this session, and I want you to be sweet to yourself, and I want you to jump into this next season with an openness and a patience and a moving. So, if no one has said it, let me go ahead and say I love you, but who cares that I love you? Just make sure you love yourself each and every day, okay?